this knife round. I will not play this, but this could happen. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so Virtus Pro are going to start off on the CT side then, as we get the switch, the Swapperoo, and Virtus Pro, I mean, they have been historically one of the best Mirage teams for a very, very long time. I mean, to be honest, I would say that they were the most consistent here out of all the top teams, and then until kind of Fnatic came along with their, you know, the addition of Crims and Olofmeister and all that, that team then became very dominant on Mirage, the staple team of Mirage. But Virtus Pro still remain to be one of the best teams here, and some of the aggressions that they're able to show off on their T sides make them incredibly deadly. And that said, as well, as far as T sides go, we're certainly seeing teams across the board able to take more and more T rounds. This is becoming closer and closer to that 8-7, which is quite awesome, because there are lots of unexplored things on Mirage still as far as how you take middle, what you do with it, and just general opportunities for the Ts to exploit against the CTs. So, well, we will be jumping into the pistol here, and we're going to see quickly from LGB. They are going to look for that B contact play. They're going to start walking, and Rubino is going to get the smoke, I believe, for CPL. I think that was. I do believe it was a smoke. Yeah, he has a Tech 9, so he would have bought Tech 9 and smoke. So he's going to try to cause some noise there towards the A side of the map, perhaps try to catch some rotating players. Interesting use of Rubino, actually, but the pre-nades, or rather, sorry, the counter grenades coming in from Virtus Pro are definitely slowing them down somewhat, but the frags are going to happen. Rain will open it up onto Snacks as Neo comes around the corner, but he's going to get flanked. Wow, what a quick flick there from Neo. Takes down Polly with ease, and all of a sudden, big problems here for LGB, but they're coming back into this one now as Rain spamming away with that Tech 9, and Rubino on the flank. He has kept himself alive this entire time, and now Taz, he's got to worry about the front, the back. He's got to just go for it, and here he goes. Going to find himself that kill onto Rain. But now it is Rubino. That Tech 9, is he going to go for the hold? Surely not, he just goes for the hold there. I guess he had no kit, so he kind of had to, but great effort there from Virtus Pro, but there's a nice little play from LGB to win that one.
Good play by Rubino as well. He was in CT spawn for a considerable amount of time trying to apply pressure to the rotation through into shop. So nice play by him. Didn't stay there too long. Managed to get back to the site just in time to put Taz in a difficult position indeed. So far, so good here for LGB. LGB, a team who favour the T sides. And there's another good frag there. Got to see Barley walking through the smoke. But Pasha going to even things up straight away. Snacks as well, the 5-7. This is looking difficult for LGB now. 3 versus 3. There's still 2 scouts to contend with. Pasha going to rotate his position. LGB feeling the pressure right now.
Pasha and Neo have gotten so many tags between them. Look at how low LGB are at the moment. This is absolutely doable here for Virtus Pro. They don't have a kit, so they're going to have to move quickly. Snacks really with that 5-7 and armor is going to be the key player here for the retake to actually work. Now Rubino's sitting there in shadow. Again, they're all incredibly low. Here we go, Rubino looking for that jump of Snacks. It's a very nice position to hold, but Snacks will take down the first player. Getting tagged down to 17 now. That bomb is ticking far too much for them to be able to defuse it at this point, but they'll take down a significant portion of LGB and keep the double scout and 5-7 actually alive. Oh, Pasha, though, might catch off PRB. Okay, he's actually going to stay alive, but that's quite funny that PRB is actually running from Pasha there. What a strange situation, because now Virtus Pro still have 2 scouts and a 5-7 with armor. That's really crazy.
Okay, so they did a lot of damage last round. Now the AKs are coming out in force for LGB. But how much damage is there for them to do? Neo going to continue with the scout, while Snacks will continue with the 5-7. Snacks and Pasha with the armor. Pasha's picked up a diffuse kit as well this time. So the smoke's coming into the A site. Smoking CT and the middle box as well, which means they could plant for short, but first they need to clear the site itself. Taz getting 1, getting 2. Running distraction is Barley. They've got 4 frags between them. Jake versus 3. This is a horrible situation. Seems to know where Taz is, but he's going to bait for his teammate. Snacks is going to clean them up. That was a complete annihilation, Dan.
The crazy thing is that they did so much damage on the previous round, and they saved 3 weapons and some armor and stuff. Their economies are actually pretty good. They picked up loads of weapons, as you can see, and LGB, they close to spend everything that they had. So They are in a weird position on the money. They really need a plant. They really, really badly need a plant.
That's not a bump in the road, Dan. That's a pothole the size of a small house. So Rain going to get some revenge on Taz with a pistol, but the trade coming in from Pasha. Going to be careful with his position as well. We've got 3 people underneath him. Rubino going to be boosted up, but can he get the frag? Pasha down to 10 HP now, but he's still, no fear my friends, trying to get even more frags. Got support from teammates. Only PRB and Jake remaining. They still have control of the bomb, but not for long. Virtus Pro looking savage at the moment. They want these points. They want to move up that board. They want higher seeds here for FACEIT LAN.
They're just going for the throat, just super aggressive there. Okay, so buy from LGB. Again, they didn't get the bomb down, so you can see that they're struggling a little bit. Tech 9, Galil, and no nades on JKM at all, or Poly really. So it's certainly awkward, but they're going to look for a very fast B split, it would seem. The pace could be where this play comes together. There it is, super fast onto that CPL. Incredibly faster still onto short, and Rain and Poly are just through at blistering speeds. The bomb is dropped by Snacks though, and that will slow them down just a little bit. Enough time perhaps for Bialy to get in position, as they have to spend all this time jumping around, picking up the bomb, smoking it off, going for that plant, and now Bialy's already knocking at the door now. So he smoked off. It's the smallest of gaps there, but LGB, they don't know where he's coming from, and that's his only real advantage at the moment.
Savage violence so far in these rounds, but how long can it continue for Bialy with 2 to find? He does have a kit, and that will force Rain from his position, but he's not going to reveal himself straight away. Pop out with good timing there. Will take Bialy down as he looks for the trade fragger Rain. Sorry, trade fragger Rubino. So back and forth we go. This is savage, Dan. These guys looking like Neanderthals with weaponry.
With clubs. Spiked clubs.
Spiked bats, clubs. Bows.
Okay, we got the AWP on Pasha though. And this time it's going to be Virtus Pro with the weird buy. Poly's going to be stuck on a Tech 9. He's opted to be able to afford all the grenades. Now they can get a similar play going this round. Oh, that could be a great nade. Oh, it's too deep. It's too deep. Nice little flash there from Snacks to slow them down somewhat. And the rotation's already arrived actually in kitchen or the shop. There's 2 players there. It's going to be Rain to take just 1 down, but they're losing out on these frags. Virtus Pro holding this down very effectively, and this is a great round for them to win if they can actually make that happen. Rubino's coming in from the side, and that's making the difference at the moment. Taz stuck by headshot, spray coming in from Rubino, the tap in action onto Bialy, and now it's just Taz remaining. Here he goes though, a headshot. He still managed to just keep himself alive in that position. Beautiful cleanup from Taz. Oh my goodness, he stayed alive there for so long, but that was so expensive for everyone.
AWP, the only weapon to make it through to the next round, thrown over to Pasha, who has a reasonable spawn for mid. Neo in front of me. Could actually throw it to Neo to try and get a pick, but Neo will be heading over towards the B-bomb site, so we'll see if Pasha can find himself anything. In fact, LGB have 3 people over towards A, 2 palace, 1 slope. Slowly emerging into mid is PRB. You can see they are on the eco as well, so he's going to have a look, but Pasha will finish him off on the 2nd attempt.
There's a man coming in from the underpass, so Jakim's coming in really, really fast. He's going to be able to tap down onto Pasha with that P250, causing all kinds of havoc. The rest of his teammates have mostly gone down though, but they have done a huge quantity of damage. 2 players eliminated, and having so little money on Virtus Pro to begin with is certainly going to sting and keep LGB within a territory now where they can actually force out an eco, because Virtus Pro is spending everything, and if Virtus Pro lose this, their player with the most money is going to have like $3,100. So this is eco if LGB win this one for Virtus Pro, and vice versa. So this is worth 2 for both teams.
Yeah, it could be Eco Town, could be cardboard bags in the shopping mall, as opposed to the luxury plastic. So 1 frag for each player so far. The AWP is down on the CC side, and the defense slowly being ground down, but at the cost of a T person each time. So 3 versus 3, but LGB have lost time on the board. Trades once again, 2 versus 2 now, and we're barely 30 seconds into the game. This puts Virtus Pro in a horrible situation.
But Bialy is in a good position to deal with A. And Snacks, he will not be incredibly slow for the rotation in this current position, so he can just jump straight over into mid, into connector, to support Bialy, but it's really about how long Bialy can survive. Or if he can just take down a player really fast. They don't know where he is. Although Polly is checking every nook and cranny, and he will find Bialy. But this is what Snax does on Mirage. This is why he's that B-man. He does take the fragment of Rubino, but he is critically wounded, down to 1 HP, and he will not be able to get Polly. So 4-4, and Virtus Pro are on eco, and LGB managed to survive with 2 players. So that is going to be kind of nice for them. You can see the drops coming out, very needed, and the grenade situation is still lacking, and Tech 9 for Rubino. So as long as Virtus Pro don't do anything crazy, like get these really fast pistol and scout frags like they have previously, they should be fine. And they're going for a mid push at the moment, so if LGB time this out well, they'll get into the site before Virtus Pro can really stop them.
So Virtus Pro have a reasonable amount of info. They're going to leave one place to flank through T-spawn while the rest of them try and get back onto the A site. Neo is far away with the scout there, left to hold B solo, but there'll be nobody here for him to contend with. So he's going to move over towards A as well. Now the bomb has been planted, especially Rain waiting for the flank, and we'll finish off Snax. LGB, they don't know yet if there are more. In fact, they're all going to go to select one person in Sandwich. He will lose. Bit of blind frag going on there. And are Virtus Pro in a situation where they could go for a defuse here? It's only Neo with the scout versus 3 players. He'll get finished off. So this is a complete war. This is a slobber knocker so far. We are already 9 rounds into this, and the trade is real, not just in players, but also in rounds.
Yeah, it's Virtus Pro having to go for the eco now, so they knew that they would have to eco, so what they decided to do is, hey, we can get a buy now, and because it's double eco, by the time we can still eco if we lose, but maybe we could win sooner and then damage their economy to the point where they have to eco, all this kind of stuff, and then they'll get the buy in it kind of at the same time anyway. So it was a smart way to manage their economy to give them more chances to win the rounds. And we're going to have Pasha on the underpass area now. He's pushed, and he can do a lot of damage if he goes unnoticed, undetected. I think he heard J-Chem there. This should be an easy kill for him. Oh, he disappears around the corner just in time. And Pasha is just taking it slow and careful here. In fact, he can opt to just keep chilling in this position for a while.
If he waits too long, though, he could lose the advantage for his team. We've got people pushing up short. He needs to find a frag soon. His running will give away his position. Oh, he's running and trying to shoot at the same time. I think that was a bit of panic mode there. If he just stood still and popped the head, that would have been the frag for his team. Instead, it's going to be LGB in control. Neo getting a sneaky 2 frags. It's going to put him in a good position for a few seconds. Maybe they could have won that if Pasha just stopped running with the pistols. Hey,
absolutely,
just when you need it to work, the running pistol doesn't.
Well, I mean, yeah, if he'd been able to get the frag, he gets the gun for free. And he's sitting in apartments with an AK. How are they going to plant in that situation? How are they going to even then Pasha becomes the focus and not Neo. Neo can play even more sneaky in the middle of the site. So yeah, absolutely, they have a really strong position had he not died there. But it's going to be the full rifles now for them. So this is going to be their major opportunity to get back in this one. But we've got a 3-man take on top mid for LGB. Now, if they can get somebody dug into connector or into the short area, that's going to be excellent. But Pasha steps out. He's got the flashes over the top from the teammates, and it's as simple as the 1-2 punch from the M4 to get the frags. And it's just one trade coming in. Oh, J-Chem. Oh, God, got his back to Snax, though. Oh, nice there from Rubino, but it's going to be a 2-man survival for Virtus Pro. They do break LGB, but they have another... Oh, they don't have a buy. Oh, they came... One player with 9.3k.
This is carnage. This is carnage.
Okay, he's going to drop the Tech 9s. This is really interesting because they have one player who's so rich that he could just drop the Tech 9s for his teammates. They could then buy armor. And they're actually going to go full nades here. So this could be really, really, really awkward for Virtus Pro. Oh, Taz moving up middle. On the aggression, he's going to get the fact-finding going. He's alone there, though, and there's 2 players with Tech 9s. In they go. Pasha's going to try to defend the weapon, and he will do so for the time being. But we do have LGB slowly mustering an attack towards the B-bomb site.
Okay, so LGB creeping towards B, although they have one player, Rubino, heading towards A. Is he there to run distraction or just see the safe passage? Still a minute on the clock, so they could rotate if they wanted to. Virtus Pro heading in their direction with only one player. That's Bialy looking at A at the moment. So if they can get the bomb over fast enough, then maybe it can happen. But they've got Jacob running around in apps on his own, just firing his gun. That should ring alarm bells for Virtus Pro. But they've almost abandoned the A site here. If LGB can get in fast, they could take this round.
Yeah, Bialy is already a jungle, and that's the most forward player for Virtus Pro, so that does not spell good news for them, because Bomb will go down. But he's flashing himself in. Oh, Bialy gets caught off. That's the AK picked up for Polly. He's still got full armor, and they got nades still to play with. Molly into the back there towards CT, and Neo's going to have to try to do something on the long ranges. He's stuck behind the incendiary, but it's going to actually be 2 frags going the way of Virtus Pro. Putting it on Polly. Well, Polly cannot withstand the might of Snacks, so 6-6 will be the score. And Virtus Pro should be against Nico now. Oh, well, actually, maybe not. They got the bomb down. No, they bought up fully. And what's their bonus like? Okay, it's not good enough. Yeah, I think that was the second loss, right? So
we could bring up the scoreboard and see.
Yeah, so it's 1900 plus the 800s was what they got there. Just 2700.
That's a gold star for you, Dan. Let me
Thank
know
you.
when you want to redeem.
What about the Counter-Strike math?
All right, so we've got 2 men and a decoy on the A site for the time being, but again, it's a 3-man push here in mid. So LGB keen to exert control over the mid area. But it's going to be Taz to find Rubino first. On A slope, Taz likes to play A aggressively. At the beginning of this match, he was playing more towards Connector, but that was with limited weaponry. Trades coming in once again, but this time in favor of Virtus Pro. 2-man advantage so far. Neo in an aggressive position on short. Going to take down PRB as well. Polly with the trades, but these trades not going in LGB's favor on this occasion. And that will put them down 7-6, 3rd loss in a row. Two rounds remaining in the first half. And LGB in a difficult position. We'll see how much of a buy they get out here. We've got Rain opting for the Deagle. The rest of them with more refined P250s and Tech 9s. They've got 4 HEs and a smoke, so are they looking to clear out the van position here? Is that the plan? They could potentially use the smoke to... Ooh, that's a nice smoke. Nade. They could use the smoke over the roof to land at the end of the platform, which would make the push a little bit easier, but they would fear short. And indeed, all those nades are going to go down to the balcony. Now they've got the opening they need. 2 more frags from Jake and Rain. Never mind planting the bomb down. They could take the round.
Looking pretty good for them indeed. We have Taz and Pasha coming back right now to try to get themselves in onto this site. Oh, it's Pasha going down straight away though, just launching himself through the window. And with Taz remaining, there's just no hope for him here. Is he actually going to try going for this? Well, there it is. It's going to be the round there for LGB. And we're into the last round of the first half there, and I'm surprised that Taz didn't just save the weapon, because he could have thrown... I mean, looking at their money, he could have thrown that AK and then bought it up for himself. So, yeah, it's kind of weird that they actually decided to suicide that. They could have had 5 weapons here had they not done that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Now, the thing Snacks has to worry about here is someone running through that smoke. Oh. And there it happens. Someone's run through the smoke, and they love to do this. This is like my #1 matchmaking Mirage trick. Just put the smoke there on short and then run through it. You often catch the scoped player off guard. And LGB, they completely decimate middle again. What are Virtus Pro going to do now?
Tech 9 with so many bullets is going to finish off Pasha after he misses his first shot. Neo is the only one left with a mere P250 and a decoy. That is a pretty crap situation, if I may say so myself. Will be finished off by LGB. So that was quite entertaining to see. So many frags. Very fast rounds indeed. Very different to some of the Mirage games as of late, where you generally get some slow-paced action. People trying to take over connector and then go for pushes A or fakes going B or whatever. But here, they just want to shoot each other in the face, Dan.
I think there was...
It's like boatyard fights with Kimbo Slice.
There was a bit of greedy play coming from Virtus Pro on their mid defenses, and they got caught off by the shenanigans with the smoke on short way too many times.
What is this smoke from Neo? That was a very specific angle he was looking at there. And that is a different location. Is that a smoke off the sandwich position?
Looks like it's going to cut off any vision at all from the jungle and stairs area, but it's Rubino who's just pushed straight through there. He's going to be able to get the quick shots there onto the remainder of Virtus Pro. Bomb cannot even go down, and they completely annihilate them. There's nobody left. They only lost Rain. 9-7. They're going to start off well. Did they win the pistol round on the first half?
Let's have a look at the scoreboard and find out. No, it was LGB who did.
Yeah,
we saw yesterday on Overpass, and we're seeing today as well. It seems that Virtus Pro are experimenting with new tactics. to see the usefulness. It looked like they tried to make a wall of smoke between Sandwich and the mid boxes, but there was a significant gap in the middle of those two smokes, which gave the CTs the advantage they needed. Then they pushed through the smoke with no flash. They could have used that smoke to go for the pop flash, just as we're going to see one here from LGB.
Ouch.
And that may have been much more effective. Hopefully it becomes more refined over time. Here comes the push against the P90. Oh, shout out to... Well, to P90's Dan. That's brutal. No one likes to be on the receiving end of that.
The ridiculous thing is that he was standing there, and next to him, standing in the corner, was PRB with the MP7. So even if they killed the guy with the P90, they're still all getting sprayed down by an SMG. It's still happening. And Virtus Pro going to actually be able to force it up now. So they're actually... They didn't buy anything in that round. And if LGB don't realize that that was the case, because if they realize that, then they can be like, oh, they're probably going to buy this round. Doesn't matter. Poly's going to be able to take down Pasha already. That's the little down at top mid. So seeing just the one guy on top mid, this might tell them that it is more likely to be a bit of an A play, but they don't have any underpass information. But now they know they spot 2 players towards slope. It has to be A. They're already rotating on in. Ruben are going to jump through the smoke, see what he can find. And he does have some good angles coming in here. Smoke's everywhere at the moment. But Virtus Pro really up against the wall. It's just Neo left. He's not got really any chance here. So it's 11-7. And Virtus Pro with that surprise buy, it's not going to work out for them.
VP had nice ideas there. You saw Snacks was in Palace. He threw that smoke onto balcony because you can bounce a flashbang off the wall into that smoke. So the CTs have absolutely no idea that the flash is coming. However, after the smoke popped, he was counter-flashed by the CTs, completely blind, running face first into a wall, unable to throw his flash, unable to allow Virtus Pro to correctly execute. So very nice counterplay from LGB to completely shut down the plan of Virtus Pro there.
JKM getting a little bit crazy there, pulling out the nades when he really didn't need to, and almost risking his life, but this is looking pretty solid at the moment. No one dies again. That is 2 rounds where no deaths have been sustained by LGB, so this is ridiculous. There's so much money on LGB. They have to throw away the scout at this point. I know Polly wants to keep it, but he should really throw it away. They should really throw away these SMGs. I
had a friend who did this yesterday, and he had 13k, and I hate him now.
They had 2 clean rounds. They can afford to just splash the cash because the rounds were so clean. They don't have to take the risk, but they are taking the risk to allow Virtus Pro back into the match, and Virtus Pro are doing just that. Yep,
definitely not a good idea. 10k in the bank to continue with the scout.
Yeah, you've already done it.
Stan. It's arrogant.
I mean, they've already had a really clean rounds. It's not as if they need to cut corners economically. They absolutely do not.
I know.
It's one little mistake from them, but it's going to be Virtus Pro now with the pretty clean round so far. There's just 2 players left, PRB and Poly. And the only reason why this can be a good argument is that, well, I'll say that for the end of the rounds. Oh, that's almost a nice nade, but Neo will finish off Poly. So okay, I'll just go into this point quickly. The only reason why you could say that this can be okay is because it is quite gambly, but you're going to put Virtus Pro in a situation where they win a round, and then your economy is still going to look really sick. So you're going to have a good chance to break them immediately afterwards. But the problem is that they did no damage. So Virtus Pro don't have to eco straight away, because that would kind of be the point, is that you reset them. You know, it's like a good round to lose, basically, is the principle. But in reality, you should never play like that. You should never play with like losing. Oh, we should lose these rounds. No. That's not how you should do it. But sometimes it does happen. But here we go.
I guess in that sense, it's a conservative play in that even after the buy they have here, they will still be able to buy next round as well.
Not all of them. Ruben went down to 450 there, so he's going to be on 1850 after this round. So, oh, no. 2400, something like that. So, yeah, it's still good. Some of them won't be able to buy. But we'll have to see if they're going to be able to pull things together here. They are going to get challenged in middle, and Virtus Pro opening things up well. Virtus Pro were getting beat in the middle very often by LGB, but we know that Virtus Pro love to fight for mid. It's going to be Neo going down now, so they are going to be able to equalize and hold on to connector, but there's no smokes or nades really in connector to deter the T's from moving in. And Snacks is super close. He spots the barrel on the gun, and that's going to be the frag. Bioli might just be able to spot the head. of Rain, who is just sitting over the smoke. I think Rain might have an angle there where, yeah, he can get better vision of Bialy, but Bialy still spots it out, able to take down Rain over towards CT spawn, and now it's just PRB left. So LGB, they're going to be in a really rough spot now. This will be their second loss. We just hit tab real quick. Let's see the money. So this is their second loss, so they're going to get 1,900 in addition to everything here. So you can see Rubino is going to need a drop. And Rain is going to have 3,700. So it's rough, James.
Well, let's see what kind of buy they have on the way.
I think they have to buy. Although we saw LDLC White yesterday favoring spots where instead of having a buy where they can afford rifles and a couple grenades, they decided to actually just put up the loss, allow free economy to the enemy team, and then have like the full buy with all the like double AWP and all the nades. That was the kind of style that they wanted to play. But I think this is a better style where you just force out everything you can. We see the mag on Rain.
See, this is a pretty reasonable buy then.
Yeah, it's actually quite decent.
I told you they could buy. I told you, Dan.
It's pretty decent. But Rain can find a good position with that mag.
4 people mid for Virtus Pro. Safety in numbers. So we'll see. It's GRB who's trying to peek mid. Fast opening. Oh, okay. This round might already be over. With so many people taking charge very quickly of mid, getting those frags, getting the pick into Palace, getting the pick into CPL. Short, sorry. 4 versus 2. Pasha getting a bit leery, walking through the smoke. But what can LGB really do in this situation?
Yeah, I mean, they obviously have to save these rifles now, but Virtus Pro is so good at taking mid aggressively. I mean, if you've done any studying up on Virtus Pro, then you've got to be able to expect really fast mid takes or just really strong presence in mid early into the round, or even delayed mid takes. They love to get control of the middle because we see how amazing they are at just pushing it fast and getting really quick kills. They're so individually strong that they bully you away from middle, and once they have that middle control, they're able to. They're usually, if you fight for it, they're going to probably have a pick, and then they're able to basically abuse your rotations, and have the ability to go A or B and get free information. So it just gets better and better for them as the round progresses. And you can see they're doing it again. They know they're just, they can just bully players out of mid every single time. So
this flash though, it's going to do the whole team apart from Bialy. So I'll just try and master defense. What? What just happened? They were all flash save for one.
And Bialy had like a
everyone.
sweeping spray through the entire connected towards short.
He was the only person who wasn't flashed in that situation, and he just annihilated the Norwegians.
That's one of the most beautiful things about Mirage is the way that the grenades work for the CTs defensively onto middle to allow aggressive peaks to retake it. There's awesome options for that are really impossible for the Ts to avoid, like that flash. Like, you can have one player that can just flash the entire team. It's great. But this is it again. Pasha moving up. He's so insanely good at this. Every time you watch Virtus Pro Mirage, you will see Pasha pushing up. Fax will go down, and the trades are happening in middle finally here. But it's a 2-on-2. Frag going to go to Neo there to make it the advantage towards Virtus Pro. But PRB's got full health. He's got more or less full nades, so he can perhaps bring this back. But at the moment, Virtus Pro, they've engaged the Virtus Plow mode, and Neo now knows where PRB is. And so he knows that he's got 2 options. CT attack or jungle. And he's picked the right one with the nade. Oh, wow, but he still had the nade out, I think. And PRB managed to get the spray. Wins the round for LGB, but you gotta imagine that their economy is going to be hurting.
It's scary with the momentum Virtus Pro had that LGB are still ahead before that round was won.
Yeah.
And now they extend their round advantage back to 2.
This is the scary thing, though, James.
They could still win.
But they have to win this round. Because if they lose this round, they have eco. None of them has more than $2,000, and Virtus Pro still have loads of money. So LGB have to basically win 2 rounds in a row minimum, because Virtus Pro can still buy every time.
Okay, well, Jake exposed underneath that smoke, flashed as well. He will fall again. We've got frags for both sides coming in pretty fast, but how will they continue, and for which teams? The counter flash coming in for Rubino, and he will find himself 2 frags into connector. LGB in good stead to move towards 14 here, and this could be very bad for Virtus Pro indeed. Still control of the bomb, still time on the clock. 1.5 players patched down to 22 HP at the moment. They've seen, I think they saw the bomb on the lower player in slope during the proceedings, but Pasha goes down on the second peak here. So just Taz versus 4. That's the first pick, but as time goes by now, the CTs will get closer and closer to the trade. In that position where Taz jumps up to, you can shoot through the gap in the wood, as you just saw. But also, that works both ways, because I was playing against the wallhacker Dan in matchmaking. That's why I play on FACEIT instead. But he just sprayed me down through that wooden panel on a number of occasions, with a few digs as well.
The thing is that, again, if you look at the money for LGB, they're still ruined on money. They're still ruined on money. So there's still the potential for Virtus.pro to spring back loads of rounds if they're able to take this one. But of course, LGB, they're so close to just winning now. Just need 2 more. There's the nade from Poly, top mid. Pasha, he's very predictable in that he will always just take the challenges in middle. But he gets into your head in that way, because you know he's going to do it, but he's probably still going to kill you anyway, no matter what you try to do. And that has been working out for Virtus.pro, but they've got the 4-man presence in middle at the moment. Snacks opens up into connector. There's a second player actually there, though, up on the smoke. Does drop down, gets eliminated by Taz. This is really problematic now for LGB. They've lost too many players towards connector, and now the bomb can still go either way with a minute left to play with. The ball is well and truly in the court of Virtus.pro. Bomb is actually in the ladder room currently, so able to spot into CPL, and there actually is a player there as well. Oh, this is not so good here for Virtus.pro. But they did kill the man in CPL. They've cleared out the A bomb site. They're going to engage in a 3-on-2 with that bomb soon to be planted. But it will be a fresh plant, as LGB are very close now. Uh-oh. This could get really bad.
Just in time do the VP players exit CT. Looks like a nade coming into Shadow to do a fair chunk to Virtus.pro. But the spray down again from Bali. He's looking... He has 115,000 kills on his AK.
Damn.
Holy crap.
Oh my god.
I was looking at Snax' AK, which is a Vulcan, which is relatively new. Because he had 49,000. I thought, okay, I've got a Fat Track AKK card, and on mine I've got 20,000. He's got 120,000.
Well, he is a professional player, so I think there's hours in. And nice pick there, and again, we can see LGB full eco from them. They know that they just need to get a proper buy-in. But again, having won that round and having done it in the fashion that they did, after this one being a clean victory, as it should be, Virtus.pro, they're not going to be... Like, LGB cannot really force them to eco. They're going to have to win, essentially, 2 buy rounds against 2 buy rounds. That's what they've got to do right now to close this match. And are they in need of another eco? Okay, not quite. They can actually get the buyout. So Virtus.pro still with loads of money to play with. And Biali's actually top fragging, so it's nice that he's our captain.
It is indeed.
He's our shot
but
caller.
One more game to go.
An overpass, yeah. That's when Neo will shine.
So things getting close here. Only 1 round between these 2 players as they're both on the buy. Fast push from Ravino, which will find him a frag. Won't see the bomb. He's going to keep going, in fact. Neo getting the trade. Once again, early trades for both teams. We've seen it in so many rounds.
Again, Pasha just pulling them off of middle, takes the kill. And by the way, I'm stealing that pop flash from Rubino there and underpass. That was gorgeous. Okay, so Poly, gets some good tags around Pasha. Pasha will actually lose out in a mid-duel. Might be the first one, it feels like. But Biali opening up the B apartments. They're going to spring on into that B bomb site now. As Poly and Rain, to really save this round, they've got to try to just cut them down before the bomb gets planted. In they go right now, but Poly gets denied. So does Rain, and 14-14 and LGB. They don't have money. They just spend everything. They're going to have to eco here. Or
play for overtime?
Play for the overtime if they want to win this, yeah.
All right. If it does reach overtime, it will be MR5. For those of you not familiar, that means it's 5 rounds a half as opposed to 15. And both teams will start with 16k. But we're not just there yet. We're not there just yet. Pasha going for the flash, having a teammate flash for him as well. But he will not find any early aggression. Ooh, that's a cheeky peek. But Poly on the right-hand side of the CPO area. Nade's not going to make it, so no damage done from Pasha in mid. Meanwhile, he has been dinked down to 49 HP. Looks like Virtus.pro going for an aggressive B. There's one play to find here, and he's not going to go down just yet. PRB falls without finding any frags. Neo tags as well, but so far so good for Virtus.pro.
Yeah, they're looking good for the match point. It's looking quite clean as well. Money is not an issue for them anyway, though, so it doesn't really matter all that much. Bomb goes down, and Bialy finished off the last man, so he's been... You did a good pick there, James. He's been beasting in this match.
Told you, man. I know my versus pro dad.
The Bialy. Taz has recovered as well on the fragging also. And, well, who do we have? I think we had Polly and Rain, so we had the best picks there as well for LGB.
We're beasting.
We're doing
Producer
well.
Reese is done. His reign of terror is over.
Okay, so Pasha doing what Pasha does, moving in aggressively. And again, you know that he's going to do it, but he knows that you know he's going to do it, and he's ready.
This is a variation of the smoke onto short, where sometimes it leaves a gap, allows you to pick short, also allows you to pick CTL
Oh my God.
if they're looking towards the right. Virtus Pro are cutting all the players down, and these guys just cannot be stopped in this match. Now the thing is, they've won this 16-14. The rounds Virtus Pro won looks absolutely savage, so if you didn't know